Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress, and this is your daily dust for Thursday, October 26th, if you're watching in real time, but it can also be for whenever you stumble upon it. It's a timeless reading, although it is a countdown to Halloween, and I'm using all my Halloween tarot decks. I went through them all, and now I'm going to use a few oracle decks as well. This is one of the best oracle decks ever, even without, outside of the Halloween season. It's just really nice. And so yeah, if you stumbled here and you're like, oh, it's not Halloween for me today, or it's not Halloween season when I stumbled upon this, it's okay. There might be a really good message in this reading. I don't know yet though, because this is live. So let's see what we get. I like this orange box interior. Just really nice. Look at those cards. Aren't they beautiful? All right. Very nice artwork. Photography type. Photo realistic. All right. Now let's take from the middle. 3-card collective message. We have ghost, regret, and skull of stars, infinite possibilities, and the witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Okay, let's zoom on in and see what we get. So ghost is about regret. Like smoke rising from the ashes, a mist from the sea, the dead they are watching, they have come to haunt me. There's a ghost card also in the season of the witch, Samhain, that has an interesting message to it. And should this ghost card come out into your life during this divination, it may indicate that you have some regrets to let go of. Holding grudges or regrets is burdensome work, and it weighs us down eventually. So by taking actions to free ourselves of these old burdens, we clear the way for more rightful and wise action for the future. And we can begin to live again fully if we let go of what was and step into new possibilities. Speaking of possibilities, Skull of Stars is infinite possibilities. Why think so small when galaxies spin within? Realize that you are made of the stuff of stars and infinite possibilities begin. So this card is just saying that it's time to think bigger and more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Maybe there's just false beliefs or old ones that no longer serve you as you grow and change. And sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or the wider community, yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all of your heart and soul to live the life you want and honor your own wishes and truth. Perhaps you are a witch. The witch is an earthly weaver of the worlds. Earth, air, fire, water, a woman lovely, a woman strange, weaver of the worlds, moon's daughter, witch, the catalyst for change. Witches have had a bad PR day for a couple of millennia now. Originally, the healers or cunning women of the village, the very word witch comes from the Celtic word wicke, meaning weaver or wise. And when the new religion of Christianity spread through the land, the custodians of the old pagan ways, in part witches, were labeled as evil and, as we know from history, persecuted. They were driven underground or under the night sky into the shadows of misunderstanding and darkness. However, for the purposes of Halloween, let's look at witches as weavers of magic and change, through spells and rituals and even through herbal recipes, yes, even brewed in a cauldron. They weave the powers of this world and the next in synergy to solve problems and heal. Holding the witch card means that you can weave your own change throughout your life and that magic indeed is afoot. You must understand that you have the power and it's real. It may also indicate that others may be threatened by your developing personal power and that they may not appreciate or like the changes in you as you grow. Be prepared for this and do not be discouraged. New friends and better opportunities will be attracted instead. I'm kind of getting like maybe this power to this newfound power that you have has to do with your boundaries, your ability to say no, your ability to stand up for yourself, which threatens people who thought at one time they could take advantage of your kindness or your sweetness or your easy ways or your, I'm hearing passivity. You know, you're not aggressive, you're passive. In other words, you're not much of a fighter, you're just easygoing. But people took advantage of that easygoing quality. And I sense kind of like, for some of you, it's like this Libra energy. Libra generally comes with it the people-pleasing energy and the passive energy. And I deal with it a little bit myself, having a rising sign in Libra and a stellium in Libra in the 12th house. But beyond that, I also have North Node in Aries, which means my South Node is in Libra. So North Node represents your life path now and how you must proceed forward. And your South Node represents your past life and things you need to leave behind. So even, I was thinking, well, what are all the negative qualities of Libra that I should leave behind? But even some of the good qualities, like being passive, maybe too easygoing, or too flexible, or too boundaryless, it sometimes can be a problem. So although Aries not fixed, Aries is a little bit more focused and determined. And so tapping into that has actually been a good source for me. But not everybody likes that. People sometimes like you when you're malleable and when they can manipulate you, especially if you are often attract like narcissistic type people, especially if you're on kind of the empath spectrum and you attract that. So I don't know why I'm picking up on that, but I'm feeling like as you change and you grow and you establish boundaries and you become stronger within yourself, you start to see certain people maybe trying to tighten up their manipulation tactics, and then they start to maybe notice it in themselves and realize what they're doing and why they're doing it. And a lot has to, a lot of who you are has to do with so many variables, birth order and in zodiac signs and things like that. The way that you've always behaved, people will just assume you're always going to be that way. You're always, we don't have to worry about them. They're really easygoing. They'll just go with whatever we say. But it would be nice to ask that person, and I think you should ask that person. Or if you're that person, people should ask you how you feel about this thing, or you're just not going to go with every whim and change. Maybe, check and see if it's okay with you first. Things like that. So you're setting up your boundaries and you're also standing up for yourself. And you have the power and the possibilities are infinite. And I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.